Hello everyone, and welcome back to Storytime. If you're new here, I am Monk, and I like to read you a story. Before we begin, let's make sure we have all of our passies, our stuffies, and special blankets for storytime. If you need more time to gather everything, please pause the video. Today's story will be Where the Wild Things Are. Story and Pictures by Maurice Sendak. Let's begin. Here's our first picture. I love colorful books. What's your favorite color? Tell me in the comments. I'd love to know where the wild things are. Here's our first depiction of the monsters. Oh, look at that tail. And there's our hero. That's so cool. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind, okay, looks like he's putting up a little tent, a little safe space. Do you have a safe space? Let me know. And another. I think I'm chasing away his doggo. And look, there's a picture of a monster and it says by Max. Finally. Do you guys like doing art? What kind of art do you like to make? His mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said, "I'll eat you up." And he was sent to bed without eating anything. Wowie. Quite mischievous. That very night, in Max's room, a forest grew. It's so cool. It's coming out of his carpet and his bed frame. That's so cool. I like this art a lot. Do you like it? I hope you like it. And grew. Wow. More trees, more brush. Looks like he's having fun with his imagination. And grew until his ceiling hung with vines and the walls became the world all around. Look at that. Big old forest. Look at that. Wow, look at all the different trees. Such a precious thing to be at play. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through night and day. Look at that. His own little private boat. Very happy in his imagination. I love that. and in and out of weeks, and almost over a year, and to where the wild things are. Oh, look at that. What would you call that fella? Like a little puff. And Max just looks unafraid. It's very unique. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. Look at that. There's so many of them. Everyone's so unique in their colors and their fur and their hair and their feet and their tails. Everyone's so unique and different. Just like all of you. Till Max said, "Be still," and tamed them with the magic trick of staring into their yellow eyes without blinking once, and they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all. Look at that. He tamed them all. He tamed all the monsters. Maybe it's a trick I should learn. Tame all the monsters. And made him king of all wild things. And now, cried Max, let the wild rumpus start. He's got a crown and a scepter now. Wowie. And look, more monsters. More uniqueness. Different tails and furs and colors and toes. Everyone is different and special in their own way. Look at that. Everyone looks like they're having a good time. Wowie. Wow, wow, wow. It's so cool. Look. Everyone's swinging from trees. Wow. Ooh, look at that guy. Do you guys have a favorite monster yet? Let me know what your favorite monster is. There's so many. Look at these guys. Look at these fellas. Just having fun and smiling. And there's Max, the king of the wild things. Now stop, Max said, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of the wild things, was lonely and wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then all around from far across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being king of where the wild things are. Look, everyone got sent to bed. And there's Max. the lonely little king. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said, "No." The wild things roared their terrible roars, and gnashed their terrible teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes, and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped on into his private boat and waved goodbye. Look at that. Look at that. Off he goes. And sailed back over a year, and in and out of weeks, and through a day. Wowee. Wowee. No more crown. And into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. It looks like playtime is over. He took his hood off. He was just playing. And it was still hot. The end. Thank you so very much for letting me read to you. I hope you have a wonderful rest.